Here I'm just putting on a pair of gloves to protect my fingers from getting too much paint on them. And I reuse these gloves several times for painting and gluing projects. I leave them on my hands and then wash them. So basically I'm using the Folk Art paint. It's the color number, I don't have the number in front of me, but it's called Parchment. And these are the wooden letters that my local Walmart had. And they only had this size, which is like a small, and then they had really large, extra large ones. But they didn't have any A's or S's left, and that's what I need. I needed 2 A's and 2 S's. And then I just got the real generic sponge paintbrushes from Walmart, and I think I paid 87 cents. So these are going to be gifts for my 4 daughters. And I just be real careful that you coat all of the edges and sides of each letter. Again, these are the wood letters. I don't recommend the corrugated type of like letters from Hobby Lobby, because once you put a coat of paint on those, they start to bubble and peel and they don't really look so nice. So I went ahead and bought these wood letters. And I'll probably fast forward this part, but I think you get the gist of it. Each letter is going to be painted in this parchment color. I ended up having to put 2 coats of paint on each letter, and this paint dried quickly. So by the time I got the last letter painted with the first coat, the first letters that I painted were already dry, so I just was able to add a second coat immediately to all of them. Alright, so this is for the second craft I'm showing you. I'm going to let those wood letters dry. They have to dry for several hours before I can put glue on them. But I'm just showing these styrofoam balls that I bought at Dollar Tree probably months and months ago. And these are little glass jars. They say shots on them. They did not have a lid. These are the salt and pepper shakers from the Dollar Tree that I've had in my cupboard for over a year now. And I'm just going to create a little Christmas scene in a glass jar. I have a sugar shaker also from the Dollar Tree where the little flap on the top broke off, and I just kept the jar because I knew it'd make a really good craft. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to measure which styrofoam ball I want to go on top of the they look like little mason jars. That was a pepper shaker that said mason jar. And later on in the video, I changed that out for one of the jars that said shots on it. But they're the exact same thing. So I'm going to fast forward this part. Here I am, I'm just painting the styrofoam balls using a sponge brush and more of a tapping. That's how you paint them. So in this shot, I actually painted 2 or 3 of the styrofoam balls with that parchment color. And later in the video, you'll see that I actually switched those out for the finished items. Here I am, I'm showing you I'm going to use a larger size styrofoam ball for that sugar shaker I was talking about. And again, that was from the Dollar Tree probably 2 years ago. And again, I just kept it. I'm just messing around with it, trying to decide what the winter scene is going to be. And until then, I'm showing different sizes of styrofoam balls that I've used. I decided to go with the larger styrofoam ball and match it to the sugar shaker. And again, I'm using the parchment color, and I'm going to end up putting 3 coats of that Parchment Folk Art acrylic paint over that large styrofoam ball, because that is actually going to end up being a snowman face. This is the finished product of the salt and pepper shakers from the Dollar Tree. So they have jingle bells and some flocked snow, glitter, and sequins on the inside. So if you shake them, you can hear the jingle bells. And then I just hot glued 2 little ornaments from the Dollar Tree, miniature ornaments they had. And And then the next setting, you'll see the finished Sugar Shaker, who it is my snowman. And I hot glued some of the Scrabble tiles I had left and just hot glued the word snow on that. And then the styrofoam balls, the little glass jars I showed you earlier, I have a snow scene in that. And I had decided to go with cotton candy colors, like the pinks and blues. So while all the styrofoam balls are drying, I'm showing you what I've done with the letters, the wood letters. I'm using a mixed media art glue, and you want to use this in a well-ventilated area because it does have a scent to it. And this is broken jewelry, headbands, and earrings that I have collected over the last couple years, and they've been given to me also. And I'm creating a bejeweled letter for each of my daughters. And this glue is stringy, and it does take 24 hours to cure or completely dry. I ended up taking mine down to my garage overnight and let it sit out there and air out and dry. And basically what you'll do is you'll just take whatever jewelry you have and lay them out on the wooden letter before you glue them, just to get an idea of where you want to put the broken jewelry at. I really like reclaimed art. It's unique. There's never two identical ones, and I think it makes for a really unique, special gift. So I will show you the finished product. I think you get an idea of what I'm doing here, so I don't need to show you the entire film.